Hi friends, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to math today. Today for math, you will need your Envisions workbook, a pencil, and then once you get back to the camera, we're going to turn to page 109, 110, 111, and 112. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, friends, welcome back. Today for math, our learning target says, I can compare groups by counting. So today is when we're going to start really looking at our numbers on our number line and using what we know, our schema about numbers and what they mean and how many that is to help us compare groups, okay? So we're going to be counting pictures, counting objects, and comparing them. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do to show that we know which one's bigger or greater, which one's less or smaller, and which one is the same or equal. So let's go ahead and turn to page 109, our solve and share. Our directions say that Marta puts a group of elephant stickers on one page of her sticker book. She puts a group of lion stickers on the other page. We're going to compare the groups by counting and then writing the numbers to tell how many there are. And then we're going to draw a circle around the number of groups of stickers that's greater than the other group. And we're also going to take it a step further, even though our directions don't tell us this here. And we're going to mark an X on the group that is less than or smaller, like we did yesterday. But we're going to do it on our numbers. So that's a lot of information. Let's just start out by doing what we know first and counting our elephants. Let's count and mark out. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many elephant stickers do we have? 5. Go ahead and write your 5 below. Straight line down, halfway around, hat on top, 5 is found. Good. Now let's count our lion stickers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many lion stickers are there? 4. Let's write our 4. Down and over and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. Now, we want to know which group is greater and which group is less. Or are the groups the same amount? Well, let's see. Is 5 equal to 4 or the same? No. What about, is 5 greater or more than 4? Yes. So we're going to circle 5 to show that we know 5 is greater than 4. There's more elephants than there are lions. We're also going to mark an X on our 4 to show that there are less. So I want you to hold 5 fingers up on one hand and 4 on your other. And I want you to watch first and then you're going to do it. We're going to move our 5 up and say 5 is greater than 4. Ready? Go. 5 is greater than 4. Good. Now bring them back together. We're going to move our 4 down and we're going to say 4 is less than 5. Ready? Go. 4 is less than 5. Good. Now, we don't have dancing partners that we made on our sticker book, but we can do it with our fingers to double check. So put your group of fingers together, and I see that my finger on my group of 5 has one more without a dancing partner, whereas on my other hand, there's less, right? So we know that 4 is less than 5. You guys keep seeing my list. This is how I know what to get done. Good. So that's exactly how we know 5 is less than or greater than 4, and 4 is less than 5. We also have our number line to show that. Good. Go ahead and flip to page 110, our guided practice. All right. On our guided practice, we're going to start by counting our group of monkeys. Then we're going to count our bananas, and we're going to see which group has more and which group has less. Let's count our monkeys and mark them out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Over here, they have a monkey next to the line to show us, oh, this is where you write how many monkeys. So let's write our 3 around the tree, around the tree. That's the way to make a 3. They even have dots for us to trace. Then let's count and mark out our bananas. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's trace our 5. Straight line down, halfway around, hat on top, 5 is found. So we wrote our 5 next to that banana to show, yep, we just counted 5 of those guys. Now we need to compare. So which group has a more or a greater amount? The bananas or the monkeys? Good, there's more bananas. So let's circle the 5. Which group has less? The monkeys. So we're going to X the 3 to show 3 is less than 5. Okay, now let's touch these instead of using our fingers to say our comparing numbers. So put your finger on 5. And we're going to say 5 is greater than 3. Ready? 5 is greater than 3. Now put your finger on 3. And we're going to say 3 is less than 5. Ready? Go. 3 is less than 5. Good. And we know that looking at our number line. Great job, friends. Okay. Now, page 111 is going to be yours to do and post to your teacher's Google Classroom. So we're going to flip to page 112. We have more stickers on this page. Starting with number 6. We have our list over here that matches our pictures. So I see a frog before I see a lily pad. So I'm going to count the frogs first. Let's count and mark out the frogs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So let's make a 3 next to our frogs. Around the tree, around the tree. Now let's count our lily pads. Ready? 1, 2. Let's write our 2 next to our lily pads. Now we need to compare. Which group is greater? Do we have more frogs or more lily pads? More frogs. Good. So what do we need to do to our 3? Circle it. Good job. Since our lily pads have less or a smaller amount than the frogs, we're going to put an X on them. Now let's move over to the alligators and logs. Before we do, oopsies, I forgot to compare out loud. Let's touch and compare. Ready? Listen first, then repeat. We're going to say 3 is less, or 3 is greater than 2. Ready, go. 3 is greater than 2. Okay, now we're going to say 2 is less than 3. Ready, go. 2 is less than 3. Good job. Give yourself a thumbs up. Now let's move to the alligators and logs. What do we see first on our list? Alligators or logs? Alligators. Good. So let's count and mark out our alligators. Ready? 1, 2. Okay. Now we're going to make a 2 next to our alligators. Now let's count and mark out our logs. Ready? 1, 2. Ooh. Okay. We're going to write our 2 next to our logs. Now our directions tell us that if 2 groups have the same number, if they are equal, we draw one big circle around them. So we see that 2 is the same as 2, right? We have the same amount of alligators as we do logs. So I want you to draw one big circle around your 2's. And then we're going to touch each 2, and we're going to say 2 is equal to 2. Ready, go. 2 is equal to 2, which means it's the same as. Since we haven't practiced an equal one in a bit, I want you to show me 2 on one hand and 2 on the other. Good. Then I want you to turn your hands towards each other and make dancing partners. Do we have any leftovers? No. So that means that there's the same amount. 2 is the same as 2. Or 2 is equal to 2. Can you say the equal one with me? Ready? 2 is equal to 2. Good job. Let's go to number 8 with our birds and nests. Let's count. Oh, it tells us what to count first. The birds on our list. Let's count and mark out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next to the bird, we're going to write a 5. Now let's count the nests. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 nests. Now we want to see which one has more or a greater amount. So we're going to circle the 5 to show that there are more birds than there are nests. So since there are more birds than there are nests, we're going to X our 3. And let's compare those. Let's start with 5. So since we circled 5, that means it's greater. So we're going to say 5 is greater than 3. Ready, go. 5 is greater than 3. Good job. which means that 3 is less than 5. Let's say it. 3 is less than 5. And we see 3 is less than 5. It comes first. All right, let's go to the last one. This is our challenger. Our challenger says that we're going to count the fish stickers, and then we are going to draw a group of fish stickers that are smaller or less than the group that are already here. So let's first count and see how many there are and write it next to our first group of fish. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many fish are there? 4. Now, it says we want to draw a number that's less than 4. That means that we're going to go backwards on our number line. We're going to start at 4, and any number that becomes before that is a group that we can choose. But we don't want it to be 4 because that'd be equal. So let's choose 2. Let's draw 2 fish to compare. So when we draw our fish shape, it's kind of like putting an oval with a triangle. So we have 1, 2. I'm going to count that 1, 2 and mark them out to make sure I have them both. And then I'm going to write a 2 on the line. Now I need to compare. So which one am I going to circle to show it's greater or more? 4. Good. Which one do I need to X to show it's less? 2. So now let's compare. Let's start with 2 this time. Ready? 2 is less than 4. Good. Now let's compare starting with 4. 4 is greater than 2. Good. All right, friends, you're going to flip back to page 111. You're going to do exactly what we did. Make sure to use your list to help you to know which group of stickers to count first. You're going to count and mark them out and write your number to match right next to it. And then compare by circling the number that's greater, Xing the number that's less. What do you do if the numbers are equal or the same? You circle both of them like we did on the back, okay? And if you need to, you have your resource right here that helps you know what our number order is if you forget, okay? So you can pause the video right here and use your number line to help you if you need to. All right, friends, great job today comparing numbers. I will see you tomorrow for some more math.